Very good morning to all of you. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, leaders from the academia, industry and the government, faculty members, students, and dear friends. Very good morning to all of you. It's really a privilege to be here today with a very distinguished guest, and some of them left already, like Dr. Satish Reddy, Jayaprakash Narayan, and everybody, for the Sustainable Campus Impact Summit and Awards 2026. And all of you know, June 5th, the World Environment Day is very close by. Another 4 days, we'll be celebrating the World Environment Day. So every year on the June 5th, the world pauses to reflect on our relationship with the nature. This year also, we must go beyond reflection and focus on action. The action is very important, ladies and gentlemen, rather than what do we do and where else it could be better than our campuses. And I'm very happy that the Research Heights Foundation has taken the topic of sustainable campus impact and the awards. And also we just gave away 2-3 awards for 2 or 3 universities and many more to come. Friends, we are living in a time when the civilization is at crossroads. Why I said that today humanity stands between 2 extraordinary forces. One is the artificial intelligence. The other, time immemorial, we know about it, what is called as nature's intelligence. So we are now looking at 2 of these intelligence. One is the nature intelligence, another is the artificial intelligence. So nature intelligence is always behind us. An intelligence refined over 4.5 billion years of evolution of Mother Earth. The intelligence of forests, rivers, mountains, oceans, ecosystems, and biodiversity. Nature wastes nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We have to learn many things from what happens within the nature. Nature recycles everything. Nature maintains balance through interconnected systems. And now we are under disruption of the technology which humankind has never seen before. I keep saying the artificial intelligence disruption is almost like when we found out the fire. That's the time humankind found the fire. So AI is like that disruption. A transformative force that is changing how we learn, how we work, how we communicate, and how we even govern, and how we innovate. And this is the golden time, ladies and gentlemen, when this AI could be utilized to keep our nature intelligence also very alive and active. The real question before humanity is, can artificial intelligence learn from nature intelligence? Can we use technology not merely for growth, but for sustainable growth? Can we use AI to create a future that is environmentally responsible, socially inclusive, and economically prosperous? That's all about innovation, ladies and gentlemen. That is where the India's strength comes in. Not just from the past 5,000 to 10,000 of history. It is the AI where the human capital is in India. You go to any company and we have our engineers. And these engineers are transforming the way we work, way we think, and way we live. With this brief introduction about the topic, I would like to play the video where we have created about almost 10 years back what is called as Smart Campus Cloud Network in collaboration with All India Council for Technical Education. Now I'm the mentor of that. I will only show you 1 minute or 1.5 minutes video, and then I will continue my speech. Can you just show that video? This is called smart. This is very relevant to the awards what Dr. Nagendra ji has instituted. Sound is not there? Sound should be there. So this is actually mentored by none other than the former Minister of Environment, Javadekar ji. Thank you. Friends, the Green Terry Foundation was started by Dr. Rajendra Shinde and mentored by none other than Mr. Javadekar, former Minister of Environment, as well as former Minister of HRD. And also, I am also one of the mentors who have joined that group, which is a flagship initiative. This is called as Smart Campus Cloud Network. You can see that in the website, SCCN. Today, SCCN is not just a mentoring and connecting more than 550 universities in India through regional hubs in India, Africa, Latin America, and China. This is not merely a network, it is a global movement on creating net zero campuses. A movement that recognizes that sustainability challenges are global, but solutions can begin local on our campuses. So this is what the message of Honorable Prime Minister says, act local, but be global. So what is this SCCN makes unique in its practical approach? Many institutions teach sustainability, and I'm in teaching part of it. I will let me come to you. When I was the director at IIT Guwahati, when I joined, I asked couple of my undergraduates, IIT student. All of you know that IIT students are the brightest students. I asked them what are SDG goals. This was 2019, ladies and gentlemen. That means after 4 years, India signed, along with all the other countries, the mission, on sustainable development goals. So when I asked, nobody knew about it. IIT students knew nothing about SDG. So immediately, I called all the deans and asked them, make a course, compulsory course on sustainable development goals to the second year BTech students of every discipline in IIT. When I did that, and I also asked them, this course should not be taught by one person. This course should be taught by 9 different department professors, including from physics, chemistry, to environmental science, to civil engineering, electrical engineering, electronics, computer science. All of them got together, started teaching this course at IIT Guwahati, and even UNBP recognized our course, and they said, so what are you teaching? Let us understand. We had an online meeting with United Nations Environmental Program, and we shared that, and they wanted to take it to other countries. So this was a beginning of creating an SDG goals, a course to undergraduate, and after this course, many remarks have come from students. I didn't know what was SDG, but today I'm very proud of it, and I'm now a volunteer for that event of making our campuses a net zero. Friends, Nalanda University, which is one of the new university which we have created at the oldest place in Nalanda, is completely a net zero campus. This is what we have to, I think we should, some of you who are in this, you should go and visit Nalanda University and see what they have done, not just in the sustainability of water, sustainability of energy, and waste handling, and many other resources which used by the students, faculty in an university system. Friends, we have in higher education today 1,200 universities accommodating about 4.5 crore children in higher education. This is only a very small section of the people actually, because it is today our gross enrollment ratio is how much? 29.5%. That means out of 100 students who pass class 12, coming to university is only 29. So where are the others? What are they doing? So we need to look at, even from the employmental and other progress of the nation consideration, we need this number to increase to 50%. That is our goal as per the National Education Policy 2020. Imagine if 50% is done by 2035 as planned by NEP 2020, how many more students will be coming to higher education? Another 5 crore students will be there in higher education. Where are the universities to accommodate them? Even assuming that technology has taken the leadership, many people think that, we have too many universities, too many colleges. No, ladies and gentlemen, we have too many young people who do not know what they would like to do. This is also one of the major problems our nation will face soon. So we need a vision plan. How we bring them to skilling, upskilling, reskilling is one area where we have to do a lot of work. Another area is the higher education. Because no country has become a developed nation without higher education numbers increasing. See, look at South Korea. Israel has 94 to 96% GER in higher education. 94 to 90. America has 75. And then Japan has 65%. China has about 60%. We are still at 29%. We talk about developed India by 2047. First, we need to create new universities of the order. That is why a message to the leaders who are sitting in the audience. So there are no shortage of students. Why? Because if you know what is our GER in school education, then you will answer. Our GER in school education in 2014, 94%. How it became? Thanks to right to education, thanks to midday meal scheme. They brought every kid to the school, almost 94%. I'm not talking about literacy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the elementary school education GER. Class 1 to class 4. So, a lot of children have come, and thanks to project like Akshaya Patra Foundation, where, midday hot meal is being served to the students. So, kids come to the school. But we also did one mistake. We never failed anybody from class 1 to class 10. Till very recently, the rule is promote everyone from class 1. That means 2014, 2015, we had 94% GER. So we promoted everybody. 2025, more than 2 crore students are graduating. And how much percentage marks? You all know now. Majority of them are 90%. Because all are rank holders. See, in my time, many failures used to be there. But now, today, there are no failures at all. Average result itself in SSLC and PUC is more than 65. Even the backward states. So, considering this, very large number of students are available to come to either skilling to higher education. When I say skilling, like IIT type of courses, or immediately join a job and learn on the job. Okay? But, ladies and gentlemen, the devil is here. That is artificial intelligence. It changes the way what we used to call skills. They are no more the skills, ladies and gentlemen. See, you used to have a typist. His job is gone. Stenographer is completely out. Okay? And secretaries, not required. Because all will be done by AI. Today, to create an email is so easy. You can write, even though your English is no good, you can write better than an expert of the expert in English. Thanks to AI. So, my appeal to AI should be integrated across. I was the chair of the Human Capital Working Group for the AI Impact Summit of 2026 for India. I worked as the India chair, and that is where our strength is there, ladies and gentlemen. Now I will come to the engineering education. We have 3,000 engineering colleges. How many? 3,000 engineering colleges. We produce 1.8 million engineers. But what is the story? We always said, oh, IIT Madras do this, IIT Hyderabad does this, IIT Delhi does this, Indian Institute of Science does this. What is our engineering college has done? Nobody tells us. So I am here as a former chairman of AICTE to share some of those thoughts with you, along with sustainability. I will come back to sustainability as well. So these engineers, 1.8 million means, so all my graduates of 23 IITs, IIITs, NITs put together constitute less than 2%. How many? Less than 2%. All my professors at IITs and any company you take it, if you ask them, where did you graduate? They will start telling me, I did my MTech from IIT Bombay. My question was graduation. Well, they'll say, I did my MTech from IIT Bombay, PhD from Carnegie Mellon, postdoc from Harvard. I have to repeat the question to them, where did you graduate? See, that is the strength of our engineering college, ladies and gentlemen. Majority of them who called to be successful, 95% of the professors in IITs are from an ordinary engineering college with BTech. That is the core issue. We need to change the narrative. Our engineering colleges, whether it is private or government, has done tremendous work for the nation. Today you take ISRO, DRDO, BARC, all scientists are graduates of these second and third grade engineering colleges, what is so called. And what are they doing? You might ask a question, even Jayaprakash ji was saying, sir, our regulators are not doing very good. Ask a question to ChatGPT, how is the model curriculum of AICTE from 2023 to 2026? It will answer to you, this is one of the best curriculum, even better than Purdue and Harvard. So curriculum is not the issue, ladies and gentlemen. The issue is the belief in ourselves. Whether can we do it? That's the major problem with India forever. It has happened even though we became a very successful entrepreneurs. And so today we are the third largest startup capital of the world. We are the third largest paper producing country in the world. Number of papers, publications, citations, we are the third or fourth in the world. Patents also in numbers. Not granted, filed. Granted should be increased. Filed is again largest in the world, sixth largest or fifth largest. PhD producers in STEM areas, we are again large numbers. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, in the last 20 years, what India has done is tremendous. Believe in yourself. India's engineering or the STEM education has reached the critical. We are producing engineers for the whole world, not just for India. You name a company, our engineers are functioning. We are omnipresent in every company and every country of the world with 29% GER. Imagine if it is 50%, we will be the only engineers of the world. Why? Because we are the youngest nation in the world. All the other countries are aging societies. Where we do not have confidence in our engineering education itself, we have done so much achieved. Imagine if we had a lot of confidence and put in money and effort into that, where we will be? We will be one of the top worlds. I was talking to Somanath ji, the former chairman of ISRO, and even Satish Reddy was here. You ask him, where did he graduate from? Both of them are from some local engineering colleges. They are not from IITs. They might have done PhD from IIT. Even I am not from an IIT. I am from yesterday. Yesterday, I just finished 75th year celebrations of Government BDT College of Engineering. Only government college in Karnataka. I came from there celebrating 75th year. I invited Honorable Vice President to come there and inaugurate. He was so happily came and inaugurated that oldest engineering college 75th year celebration. And he said, these are the engineers who contributed to the nation. You might ask a question, where are my IIT graduates? 35% of them write UPSC exam, become a district commissioner, district collector, district police. 35% of them, which is a very small number of engineers graduates we graduate, 2% only. Another 35% goes to America and become a very successful, either an entrepreneur working for the government, and British American government thanks us. Oh, you have a talented people. Today, 500 top technology companies are led by Indian entrepreneurs, Indian graduates. One degree or the other, they have got it from. So what is the strength of Indian technical education? Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you that. Yesterday, when I was interviewed, I was asked, what is the strength of UBDT College of Engineering, colleges like that? I told only one thing. We admit students who have fire in the belly. They want to achieve something. They are very urged to do something because they are the first generation learners from a small village across India. And they have really a passion to do something for the nation. That makes a very unique strength of India and unique strength of these private engineering, public, not only private, I'm not talking about even government engineering colleges. So let us look at how learning used to happen. In my time, learning used to happen through teacher-assisted learning. My teacher used to come, write it on the board, and we used to take notes because some of those textbooks we couldn't even afford. I used to make a joke. See, we have in our library, my government BDT college, 3 books of strength of materials by Timoshenko and Goodyear. 3 books. 1 book is with the teacher, 1 book is in the library, another book is missing, or some pages are missing. So that's the kind of a time where we graduated with engineering degrees, and I was so proud to meet so many successful chief engineers, executive engineers of both electrical, civil, in that crowd of alumni. This is only a small story of a small town like Davanagere in Karnataka. The same stories applies to Telangana. Many engineering colleges, same story applies to Andhra Pradesh, same story applies to Tamil Nadu and entire India, ladies and gentlemen. So sustainability today, as I told you, we'll come back to the topic of today's. So engineering education made engineers to think about and solve problems. Today's learning is about self-learning, collaborative learning, problem solving. They are the critical thinkers, problem solvers, and AICTE has done many, many events. You know, I don't need to explain that. If you are not new to AICTE's work, you please log into aicte.org. There are plenty of programs, whether it is Smart India Hackathon, entrepreneurship program, or product development program, productization fellowships, industry fellowship for teachers. Many new initiatives we created in the last 3 years and made AICTE as a people-friendly institute regulator. Even I used to appeal to colleges, don't come to Delhi. Your problems will aggravate. You solve your problem through online. So, friends, technology is there today to help us, and we should make technology as a partner. So, sustainability does not simply mean being green. Sustainability, definitely planting trees is important. Maintaining gardens is important. Reducing waste is important. But sustainability today requires much more than that. What is that? Sustainability means understanding and managing complex systems. Sustainability means measuring performance. And that is what is about this Sustainable Campus Impact Summit, measuring performance. That's where we need to measure and tell you are weak in this, you are good in this. Sustainability means monitoring resources continuously. Sustainability means using technology to improve outcomes. So entire education system, ladies and gentlemen, is become outcome-based education today. I don't know how many of you have seen AICTE's effort in creating outcome-based education through NBA, or many such efforts. Even our textbooks. I don't know how many of you used AICTE Kumbh portal, KUMBCA portal. Kumbh portal is, now we are writing our textbooks as per more than a AICTE model curriculum in 12 different languages, already published. 600 books are available for 2 students. That means we have textbooks for engineering and polytechnic in Telugu available to you already, freely downloadable. How many downloads have happened? 10 lakhs downloads have happened at eCum portal of AICTE. Please look at that yourself. So languages are very important, ladies and gentlemen, because to make this happen, that's why I like Jayaprakash Narayan starting in Telugu. I didn't object to him because that's the way to do it. I even appeal to college teachers. Speak to the students in your mother tongue. They will definitely learn English anyway, but speak to them in their mother tongue. Thinking becomes very active. They will become better entrepreneurs. they will be critical thinker directly in the language where they have come out of through their mother's womb. Friends, if you cannot measure, then we cannot manage it. So that's where I compliment the Research Heights Foundation to come with a measurement of sustainable campus. How do you create a sustainable campus? The future of sustainability will therefore depend increasingly on data. Friends, all of you heard AI is here. Data is the new oil. Data is the new oil of the world. So, unfortunately, our young people spending too much time on social media and giving away valuable data to America. See, about 350, almost like large number of users of all social media platforms are Indians. But, tomorrow imagine if America shuts down two. One is the Google Play Store and another one is the Apple Store. The whole world will come to standstill. Imagine, none of the tools can be downloadable. So, this is the very dangerous. We need to be self-sufficient, create a value for our data, because we are the largest population in the world, speaking in 100 different languages and a large history. So data, we have fantastic, and our digital technologies is amazing. Our DPI world is worried about it. How we have created digital public infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, we have redefined, I'm done, 2 minutes. We have redefined what is called as literacy. See, our literacy rate is about 80%. 20% of them who are illiterate are the ones who are older generation only, not the school children. So this, for a society like that, UPI and technology has helped us so well, so that we have redefined, the person who doesn't know how to read, write, and even sign, puts a QR code and collects his money, does his business. That's the kind of technology growth we have done. So one of the most powerful aspects of this kind of a group and also the measurement is its emphasis on experiential learning. That's what I talked about. Our students will become skilled when they are started working our campuses greener and better. So they have to learn by doing things. That's where a lot of efforts of AICTE is also there in doing things. So here, friends, lastly, I would like to conclude saying that let us transform every campus into a living laboratory of sustainability. Let us create graduates who are not only employable but also environmentally responsible. Let us build the human capital needed for net zero 2070. Because 2070 may be very far away, but we have not even know, many students doesn't know what is even SDG. So it's a very challenging situation we are living in. So we have to make such efforts more and more in every campus. So let us contribute meaningfully to the sustainable development goals, because we hardly have about 3.5 years. By 2030, where we have signed with so many countries jointly. So, and let us ensure that wisdom of nature intelligence guides us with the power of artificial intelligence. See, I will repeat that. Let the wisdom of nature intelligence guides the power of artificial intelligence for the benefit of humanity. With these words, we can all build a smarter, greener, and more sustainable future. Thank you very much. Namaskar, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
We sincerely thank Professor T.G. Sitharam sir for his inspiring presence and his valuable insights. Now I request Nagendra sir to felicitate Professor T.G. Sitharam sir.